that process, it led me to challenge marketing, which I became a certified challenge consultant under the industry leader. And in that process, I was coaching a young man who found me on Facebook. He was looking for help, desperately in need, from Kenya. So I began to serve him and changed his life, saved his life, literally. And in that process, a year ago, January, when I was coaching him in a session, I was inspired that I had to start a global foundation. This foundation would be under my name, the Lori Landin Foundation. My tagline would be bringing nations together in service, in unity and love. And my process would be unlike any other. It would be reaching out to the one in their unique need, one individual, family, or organization. We would be meeting their needs, helping them become self-reliant, and planting a seed to give back. And that has been my journey. Over this past year, we have saved over 50 individual lives from malaria, from typhoid, life-saving surgeries. We've rescued off the street. We've also buried 7, provided burials for 7, 6 children and a mother. We have provided food for orphanages, school supplies, school fees for orphanages and individuals. We've helped people start businesses. We've taken people from the slums, got them into apartments, helped them create their dream business and become self-reliant. We are building training centers. We are working on getting garden spaces. We have a soccer club in Nairobi, Kenya that started with 5 orphan boys and now has grown to over 70 boys and girls. It's exploding. The Kenya government wants us to come and claim a check from them because they're so appreciative of what we're doing. In Uganda, when I was in Uganda, I was asked to speak on the radio station. At the radio station, I was taken to all the village churches to speak, and all of the people, thousands of people, I have hugged every one of them, and I know exactly what their needs are. In the US, we serve veterans, we serve homeless. We're working on serving the school systems through our benefit concerts. It's just unreal. And what's really cool, just in this short amount of time, we're currently serving in the US, we're serving Nigeria, we're serving Kenya, we're serving Uganda. We've served a lady in Pan, a 70-year-old burn victim. But I have connections waiting for us to open service in South Africa, Tanzania, Ethiopia, Rwanda, Ghana, Liberia, Mexico, Cuba, New Zealand, Scotland, Nepal, Pakistan, India, Romania, Bulgaria, and Poland. So I've already got the connections waiting for us to open service once the funding is able to expand out. It's unbelievable the way this has just blown up. It's beautiful. And all of these people have become my family. I know them. I'm mom to most all of them right over there. And spending my time walking the streets of the slums and having dinner in their mud homes in the villages and really learning what people are living, what their conditions are like. And that's my goal is to be able to go to all the places we serve so that I can know them, develop those relationships and truly serve them and meet their needs, but not just meet the needs and leave them begging, meet their needs and help them become self-reliant. And that's a really important piece. We have 100 mothers that are single moms in Uganda who are on the streets. They're ladies of the night because they have no education and no skills. We're working on getting sewing equipment, beauty salon equipment, so we can train them in skills and they can create businesses for themselves. It's beautiful to see the things that are happening. It's just incredible.
What is one of the first things, Lori, when you walk into an area? What is one of the first things that you ask? What's the first need that you try to take care of?
You know, it's interesting because all of the people that have helped me through this, they have come to me for help, and I've transformed their lives and they've joined me. I have that young man in Kenya who's one of my operations managers. I have a young man in Nigeria, a young man in Uganda. They have been the ones who've been able to help me find people I need to serve. And then when I go over there, of course, I find people while I'm walking through. But as far as the startup of this was really from those key people. As I helped them, they have hearts that give. It's unbelievable. I could tell you story after story. But my young man in Kenya, he spends his days with the children in the orphanages. He lost his parents when he was serving a church mission, which left him devastated. His family, extended family, didn't like the church they belonged to, so they disowned him. When he came back after 2 years of serving, his home was gone, all of the belongings were sold, everything was gone, and no family would connect with him. He was left. He was 24 years old. That's when he reached out to me, and he was in desperate need. He was really desperate for help. But his heart is just unbelievable. His entire day, he spends his day serving people, finding people who need help, giving everything he has, which is little, to help them. You know, it's so beautiful. But that's where my connections have come from. All of them have come to me, and we've been able to grow from that. There's some beautiful stories I could share if we had the time. When I was over there, where I was able to serve a young man who we buried his brother and his mother. He was a 6-year-old boy. We saved his life from malaria and provided burials for his mom and brother, who was all his family. I was able to spend time getting to know him on my second trip last summer. I did 2 trips to Africa. And when I went back, I spent time with him. When we left this restaurant where I took him to dinner, we came out and there was a little girl sitting on the side of the parking lot, and you could tell she was begging. She was hungry. She was really hungry. And when I walked over to her, I could tell she was very sick. She wasn't well. So we took her in, I got her food, and I had my guy find out where she lived, which was in the slums, with her single mom and her little sister. Shortly after her little sister died, we provided the burial for that sister. We took the mom and the girl out of that slum area. We got them into an apartment, got them beds, got them a stove, got them toothbrush, toothpaste, all the basics. Helped the mother create the business that she wanted to do. So now they are perfect. They're self-reliant. The daughter's in school. She's had medical care. We've been able to do that for that family. That is what we do. We look to find the needs. We serve the needs and then help them become self-reliant. And now they're giving back. They're part of everything with us. It's just beautiful to see the
Hello, hello. Oh, I thank you, Amber, for letting me in. I got something for Emily. Want to get it to Emily? There you go. How you doing, sweetie? Mammy, you look a little flat there. Flat to Amber, or Mammy. Amber's flat too, but.
Peter.
Were you doing something? Yeah, will, but I don't want to interrupt your.
Emily needs a break.
Emily, what?
Emily needs a break.
Needs a break. Oh.
And can we please play the 3 card games?
3 card games. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's cards. How was your day today?
Okay.
Okay. All right, I just have to shuffle and deal them out and stuff, so. It's kind of cool out there. That wind out there. If it wasn't for that wind, it would be pretty nice. I should wear my a little bit heavier coat. Always to kind of come to a standstill in their place across the street. They haven't done
And
much.
you're probably doing the backside. They're not there. They're what you do on the back.
That could be. They got a lot to do in the front. They got grass and whatever they're going to put front.
Yeah, but they have to have work to do on the building in back.
That's true. There are 4 sides to it. Just got used to seeing them on the front. I think there's some places they haven't put the railing up by the deck. Some have it up, some don't. And of course, on the inside, they have to put in all the sinks and the toilets and all that stuff, the cabinets. And what else they have in there?
Amber wheat.
Yeah, I know Amber had to brag about it already this morning. Amber. Evil Amber. Evil Amber. Selling cards at King's Corner, is that
Yes.
good? I actually remember that. Oh, all red. Oh. Went to the library. We're by the space place. It's called the Goodman Library. Went there, looked around, returned a DVD I had for that class. That's not this skip week, but next week. And I reached it there because it doesn't matter where we return it. So I returned some to your library. And I looked around there. It's not as nice as your library. I like your library a lot better. It's more smaller and things are kind of closer together. And I like your library better than that one. Let's see. Well, I got that guy. What else we need? 3? Nope. Nothing there. Ace? Nope. An 8. Another 8. So always just draw 1.
Yes.
Oops, let me see. Oh, I can move that, can't I? And you 3, you 10, 2 or 3. Jack, 2. Well, of course, none of these want to roll. Rats. Nope, they don't. Okay, there you go. Three. And 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Shoot. These are going to roll. Your turn. Your turn. Yeah. Give me all these 3 cards. Your turn. Well, I'm gonna put that right over there.
Oh, geez.
And Maria Boo Boo.
Oh, geez.
You did too. You made a boo boo. I'll put it there. Bring it back over there.
Amber wasn't able to win anyway. Amber wasn't able to win anyway.
Well, I didn't say I won yet. I didn't say that.
Oh, geez.
2-0, Queen. 3. I'm down to 2 cards. Queen, nothing. 2, ace. Bah. I'm gonna draw a bunch of cards. Well, there's Mr. King. Oh, I can move Queen and Jack on down there. That guy's done. Oh, he's not done. We need ace yet. But
And
yay!
Pigeon.
What's the score?
When you over Pigeon.
Yay!
Pigeon.
Yay! Are you talking about do-over or go on to the next game?
And over.
Do-over. I always like do-overs. Except when she doesn't do over, she loses.
Oh, no, not always. Yeah.
That sometimes those who have nothing, how much they respect everything. When it's given to them. And and I mean, look, I wouldn't want to trade my lifestyle for anybody else's. I mean, I'll flat out say it. I don't want to go through all those hardships, but I mean, it is amazing that what we do overlook every once in a while, and that's the reason why it's so important for me to help you get the word out on this. We have, scrolling across the bottom of the screen, a little bit of information about benefit concerts. Can you please explain that?
Yes, in one of my networking groups, I connected with a gentleman out of Long Island, New York. He has an entertainment.
Mr. Wasserman.
You know him, yes. We are buddies now for life. We're running concerts every month, even it's going to happen. So excited. I'm so excited. He does benefit concerts for charity and has been for probably close to 40 years, right? And we made this connection. He loves what I'm doing. I mean, he is probably one of my biggest fans. I mean, it just makes me cry whenever he speaks because it's very touching. But what we're doing is we're connecting to schools. We were looking for venues, okay, theaters, whatever theaters we could find to host these concerts, and they're tribute concerts. So he can get any tribute performers, any band, that perform in Vegas or wherever. He has access to all of these people. Journey, to Barry Manilow, Barbra Streisand, Bruno Mars. I mean, he's got all of the different people. John Denver, and they perform just like the originals, right?
Oh, the guy that he's got for John Denver looks so much like
him. Amber saw 2 cards.
He looks like him. He sounds like him.
He does. So we actually
Amber out there looking for
and I had a lady, who's in Washington State, PTA treasurer, and we were talking about schools, theaters. And so we connected with her. What's happening now is we are creating a partnership with the PTA there. It has a 900-seat theater in the brand new high school. She's been able to secure the building through the PTA, They're going to help us sell the tickets and bring in vendors. And they're going to be making a fundraiser over $5,000.
Well, we need two aces, one of each color,
more
and I
than
don't
they've ever
have
made.
those.
And at the same time, we'll
There.
have a full house and we'll be able to bring in revenue
Seven,
for our
seven.
foundation. And then we've got one we're booking down in Southern California for 2,300 seats. And we have the auditorium technician who's partnering with us, and also he can bring in the PTA, the music boosters, the theater boosters. They're going to combine and make this a big fundraising event for all of them. We'll be able to perform there. We have Journey going to Washington. We've got them
She's
flying
row
in.
one, right?
And in Southern California, they're looking at either Santana, Selena
Turn.
Gomez, or Bruno Mars. So, and in Maryland, we're working on getting a venue. They want to have us bring in Barry Manilow, Barbara Streisand. Philadelphia wants Donna Summers. So I'm having them help me choose who they want for their area, because they know what will sell and what's been around. So that's one of the beautiful things. We'll be able to go to all these places, bring awareness all over the country, serve all these different schools, and it's not costing us so much. We were looking at theaters that were going to charge us $16,000 for one day. And I'm like, we're benefit sponsors. We're trying to raise money for people in need. We don't have $16,000 to pay for the day. But with the school program, this is beautiful because we can give them a kickback for their help, because they're there. They can sell the tickets much easier because they're there. And they have the parents, they have the families. So it's beautiful. So anyone who has any connection to a high school or a college or a theater that would like to partner with us to make a fundraiser for you as well as us, that's what we're trying to do. And I would love to go to every state.
They give me a beer cards.
Right now I have,
You got all the cards,
we've got
probably.
California and we've got Washington.
No, I can't put in
I'm
there.
getting venues in Maryland, Philadelphia, New York, Denver,
There's one
maybe
play.
Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and Utah, that we're trying to find those facilities. But I truly believe this is the way that's going to be a major source of revenue, because up until now, it's mostly come from me. We've had a few donors, but it's mostly been from me, and I can't, it's way too big for me now. I can't do it by myself.
Yep.
And so it's time to make
That's
that.
something that, you know what, all four of us on this call right here, you know, every person's got a great heart, every person on this call, but there's not a single one of us who can do it alone. So, and Lori, this is great. I'd like to bring, going ahead and bring on in Dennis now. And Dennis,